Instructions for completing the power of attorney. Required information for ITBF to act as your CBP broker. All fields are required. 1. EIN. An employer identification number is a unique 9-digit number assigned by the IRS to businesses in the United States. It is also known as a federal tax identification number and is used to identify a business entity for tax purposes. The EIN is required for tasks like filing business tax returns, opening a business bank account, and hiring employees. It's essentially like a social security number for businesses. 2. Type of company. According to the IRS, there are several types of corporations in the United States. The most common ones are 1. C corporation. Description: the standard type of corporation. It is a separate legal entity from its owners, meaning it can be taxed and held legally liable independently. Taxation: subject to double taxation, the corporation pays taxes on profits, and shareholders also pay taxes on dividends. Best for larger companies with multiple shareholders or those seeking investment from venture capital or going public. 2. S corporation. Description: a corporation that elects to pass corporate income, losses, deductions, and credits through to shareholders for federal tax purposes. Taxation: avoids double taxation by allowing income to pass through to shareholders who report it on their individual tax returns. Requirements: limited to 100 shareholders. Shareholders must be U.S. citizens or residents. Only one class of stock allowed. Best for small businesses that want the legal protection of a corporation but with the tax advantages of a partnership. 3. Limited liability company. Description: though not technically a corporation, an LLC is a flexible legal structure that offers the limited liability of a corporation with the tax benefits of a partnership. Taxation: LLCs can choose to be taxed as a sole proprietorship, partnership, C corporation, or S corporation depending on their needs. Best for small businesses seeking flexibility in management and taxation. 4. Nonprofit corporation. Description: formed to pursue charitable, educational, religious, or other public-oriented goals, and must adhere to specific requirements to maintain tax-exempt status under IRS Section 501. Taxation: tax-exempt, meaning they do not pay federal income tax on their income, provided it's related to their mission. Best for organizations focused on charitable, religious, or educational missions. 5. Personal service corporation. Description: a corporation that performs services in specific fields like law, accounting, consulting, and health services. Taxation: subject to a flat 21% corporate tax rate. Owners who provide services must report income as compensation. Best for corporations where most of the activity is performed by the owners themselves, typically in professional services industries. These structures provide different tax, legal, and financial benefits depending on the needs of the business. 3. Date. 4. Name. In this section, please enter the legal name of the corporation as registered with the state. This is the official name used in legal documents, filings, and contracts, and it must match exactly with the name on your incorporation paperwork. 5. DBA. In this section, please enter the doing business as name if the corporation operates under a name different from its legal name. This is the name the corporation uses in marketing, signage, or day-to-day business operations, and it should match the registered DBA name on file with the state or local authorities.
6. State. In this section, please enter the state of incorporation. This is the U.S. state where the corporation was legally formed and registered. It should match the state listed in your incorporation documents. 7. Place of business. In this section, please enter the legal address of the corporation. This is the official address where the corporation is registered, as listed in its incorporation documents. It may be the principal office or a registered agent's address, depending on the corporation's setup. 8. Name. In this section, please enter the legal name of the corporation as registered with the state. This is the official name used in legal documents, filings, and contracts, and it must match exactly with the name on your incorporation paperwork. 9. Signature. 10. Capacity. In a corporation, the power of attorney, POA, can typically be signed by someone with the legal authority to bind the corporation, which usually includes 1. Officers, CEO, President, CFO, or Vice President. These high-ranking corporate officers often have the authority to execute important documents, including a POA, on behalf of the corporation. 2. Directors, Board of Directors. In some cases, a POA may need to be authorized or approved by the Board of Directors, particularly if the powers granted are significant or outside the usual scope of management. 3. Authorized employees or agents, corporate secretary or other designated officers. The board or corporate bylaws may designate certain individuals, such as a corporate secretary or other officers, to sign a POA on the corporation's behalf. 4. Attorneys in fact. A corporation can authorize an individual to act as an attorney in fact, granting them the power to act on behalf of the corporation through a POA. This person does not need to be an officer but must be formally designated. 11. Full name. 12. Phone.